What's up, guys? Welcome back to Oki Outdoor Adventures. If you've been with the channel for any time, you know that I'm constantly talking about ways to improve the overall quality of the videos that I'm producing. So, I did a thing, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. So we'll just jump right in, no fanfare, no silliness. I went and made an investment for the channel. So in addition to investing in the channel, I kind of invested in myself, which I feel is absolutely a worthwhile investment for anybody. But I went and got a camera to go with my GoPro, and I really think that this is going to help produce some better visually and audio specific quality. So before we open this, well, actually let's do that first, and then I'll kind of run down just some of the key features. And this is not intended to be a review today. I probably will do a review. This is a 2-year-old camera, so there have been considerable enhancements made, not only in the Canon line, but other DSLR style or handhelds, even point and shoots. You know, there's been a lot of changes that have taken place in the last 2 years. This is a kit camera, so it came with a lens, a 15x45 lens, and we're not going to spend too much time focused on that, but I do want to share with you what I like about the camera and what prompted me to buy it. So if you're in the market for a new camera, I think this at the end of this, I hope that you're able to make a better decision. So instruction booklet, warranty information, registration card, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and turn my work phone off. And we're going to film the second half of this video using the camera, so that's pretty cool. You got the standard Canon strap, kind of like that. Always been a fan, and this kit was reasonably priced. I walked out the door with the camera, the lens, a charger, a battery, strap, at $5.99. Now I got a couple of things to accompany, but you know, that's just where I'm at. So I spent a little bit more than that, but it's $600 for a kit camera, and you get the Canon name. I know a lot of guys like Sony. It's not an ASMR channel, I promise. So here's the little kit lens. A lot of guys like Sony. If I could have afforded it, I probably would have gone that direction, but this was with my budget. So one battery, and I've heard that there's some battery battery issues as far as longevity. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to kind of save the best for last here. And then we've got just a quick battery charger, so that's nice. Okay, let's get to the heart of this and see if we can do it without dropping it. And we're going to set the box aside here for just a second. So, apologies for banging around. Now, again, not intending to be an ASMR channel. I certainly apologize for that. So, here is the body of the camera, and just give you a side profile in relationships to the size of my hand. This is very, very small, right? Fits in my hand very, very well. Before I do anything else with the camera, I want to talk to you very quickly about some key features, and then we can get into the nitty-gritty of it. So the EOS M50 is a 24.1 megapixel, and it's the APS-C, what is it, CMOS sensor, right? So excuse me, I believe that's mirrorless. Mirrorless sensor, I think. ISO ranges from 100 to 25,600. Supposedly, this was the first camera with the DIGIC 8 sensor processor, or 8 image processor. I'm sorry, not sensor. So it's got some processing power for being a small frame. 10 FPS of continuous shooting, so if you're strictly into photography, that's kind of nice. One of the features that I really liked, and what drove a lot of interest, was the dual pixel autofocus. So when you're filming in HD, that dual autofocus is amazing when you're coming in and out of frame or moving or talking. It's just phenomenal. So a 3-inch vari-angle touchscreen. I'm going to go ahead and open that up for you now. So this folds out. You can twist forward. So if you're into vlogging and you want to get yourself into frame, that's perfect. I'm kind of holding that in an awkward angle. You can't see it, but you'll be able to frame yourself up. Or if you just don't like using the viewfinder, you can flip the screen out, tilt it however you want to, tilt it up, tilt it down. Now, one of the disadvantages is if you're using the mic for an external microphone, when you flip that screen out, you can't always, or you can't necessarily flip the screen around the mic, right? So you kind of got to go at a weird angle and then flip your screen up. It's not a deal breaker by any means. Could probably become a pain in the butt if you were going through that over and over again, but it's not going to change anything for me. 4K, you do have the ability to film in 4K with this at 24 FPS. Now, I won't be doing that. And you might ask why I wouldn't take advantage of 4K. Two reasons. One, in editing, my GPU and CPU on my local PC can't handle it. I don't have the appropriate codecs installed, and I've had a terrible time getting the codec installed to be able to edit down in 4K. So it's just insane. Number two, and there might be 3 reasons actually. Yeah, there are 3 reasons. Number two, you can't take advantage of the dual autofocus in 4K mode. So that sucks. I mean, 4K is nice, but you have the dual sensor in the 1080p at 60. So I think that's probably where I'll spend most of my time. And then third, the framing, it pulls you in so tight that it's hard to keep you in frame very well. That one's probably the least impactful from my perspective, but it'll keep me out of 4K. And then finally, as far as key features are concerned, it does have built-in Wi-Fi, NFC, and Bluetooth. So there are apps that I can download from my phone. If I want to set this on a tripod, I can start filming directly from my phone, just like just about any other camera, GoPro, handheld, point and shoot, whatever. That's a fairly standard, feature as we move forward. So there's a ton more. I'll post the specs in the description of the video so you can take a look at it for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and get the battery charged on this, and we're going to close out the video with the new camera for the channel. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're going to try this one more time. So we are back. Let me turn on the GoPro real quick. We're back. The second half of this video is done entirely on the new Canon M50. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some additional video out on this, and we'll layer that in here. And we'll see how this looks when we get a little bit more outdoor footage. But for now, I'm just trying to figure out where to look on the viewfinder so that it doesn't look like I'm staring off in a random direction. We're going to wrap this one up. Drop a note in the comments what you think. If you have any questions about the camera, and I'll try and do my best to answer them. As always, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and be sure and share it. We'll see you next time. Thanks.